Hello and welcome back to round 2 coverage from the 2024 Portland Open presented by Latitude 64. You are watching the Disc Golf Pro Tour on JomezPro with me, Nate Sexton, that guy, Jeremy Koling, and that guy, Paul Ulibarri.
And we're all watching that guy, Gannon Buhr, shoot another hot round, 7 under on the front 9. That's the hot front 9 on the field. A couple players shot 6 down, which is phenomenal. Gannon Buhr just putting together another solid round, not looking like he is at all interested in slowing down that hot start after the course record-setting round 1. He has opened up a 5-shot lead over Ricky Wysocki, who's 4 holes ahead of him. So it's essentially even more than that, depending on what he does in these next couple of holes. Field just trying to keep up, and I mean, it's pretty much exactly how you would expect the field to be if Gannon Buhr had decided to stay home this week. Because it's always tight here. The 4 times that we've played the Portland Open, we've had a 1-shot victory, a playoff, and a 1-shot victory. So it's always been super tight. This time, we got one player who's just trying to run away with it.
Hole 10, par 4, 625 up the hill, mandatory left of the big tree with a guardian tree right in the way. You're going to see some people try to do a little flex shot around that tree that's guarding right in the middle of the fairway, as you can see right here. If you can get it to go any. Oh, that's not, that needs to sit so he doesn't miss the Mando, and he does.
Fortunately, it doesn't kick too harshly left, just forward left and not close enough to the mandatory that he won't be able to at least progress forward.
But birdie impossible.
Guys, Gannon did it again.
Inside line past the man.
Gannon did it again, and now I believe the man is trying to do that shot.
It's interesting.
It's incredibly
He's
interesting.
not trying to do it.
Because why wouldn't you do this? Is like the same result, but less risk, wouldn't you think?
Well, I mean, when you do that shot, you were rewarded with a much more open approach.
Okay.
Yuli's still not convinced.
No.
I'm halfway in between you guys. I'm not sure.
I think he could be trying
anymore.
to do it, but I also think he could be trying to flex it and happy with whatever happens, if you know what I'm saying.
Okay.
Anything short of a mandatory miss.
Yes.
All right, so Calvin close to the tree, having to keep the arm close by, plays the hyzer out to the opens. Wow, all the way up the hill.
That's got to be like almost a look, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I think he'll be putting of some kind on this next shot.
I wouldn't have thought that possible.
That's incredible.
Well, it is Calvin.
Drew, after the great drive, finds the last one swinging in through the back door.
He's got one of those cannon arms where somehow they can just
they
drag that thing around the course and
surgically remove the arm and insert cannon instead.
I just think it'd be a lot of work running around with a cannon on
It's
your
a
arm.
heavy shoulder. It takes a lot of strength in the back. Gannon does not execute a clean approach. Long putt coming for the birdie.
Looking for a lot of ground play. Gets it.
All right, not that much ground play.
Got plenty. Good shot, though.
Yeah, a little 90-footer. 80-footer. Plays about a 90. Too far. Oh,
Going up the hill, it is kind of hard sometimes to get all that distance.
How short was that? 30? 25?
25.
Yeah,
say.
probably 25.
Ooh.
Oh, great effort from Drew. Off right side. Gannon can't be happy about that approach. He still has a chance for the birdie, but he comes up short. Yeah, 28 feet. That's about right between 25 and 30.
Good putt. Need those to be for birdie at this point. You look over to the left, though, you can see right now he's tied for 13th. With this man.
Before Calvin went birdie, I believe he had dropped all the way down to 27th place.
Oh, wow.
Started the round in 3rd and had just done nothing besides fall backwards. With the conditions this good for scoring, you just have to be putting birdies on the scorecard. There's really only one guy on this card that's interested in doing that right now. Kind of a long dry spell going on for Randon.
Yeah, after that eagle.
Mm-hmm. And here's Marweed. Swinging away.
Gets it going up the hill to the left, hanging a little left.
And one of the best putters we've seen on tour in the last 5 years has this left to get to 11. And he puts it in.
Great round today.
Eight under round for Marweed. 8.
And Gannon's at 7 through 10.
Yeah, missing 2 putts in the last 3 holes.
Slowing down.
Yeah, slowing down at 7 under through 10. This is such a fun hole.
Yeah, a little 345 right down the gut. You do have that sneaky sidearm on the left. Not sure if anybody's going to do that. I think they want to throw a little mid-range that flips up. And I don't think anybody's really trying to do much here. They're trying to make it go straight, but if it drifts left or right, they're trying to hit a lucky gap. To be honest with you. Too straight. And is it going to flip enough?
Yeah, it finds that pretty wide gap on the right side and gets through. 36 feet left for the birdie.
I think everybody is trying to go right at it like a genius.
Yeah,
but it
sure.
never happens.
Just cross your fingers at a certain point.
Yep. Unless you're Gannon. Oh, that's
Look
same
at that
gap.
hyzer flip game from Gannon, though, man. That is just pure class and finesse. Beautiful throw.
Yeah, similar result. Maybe slightly closer than Calvin.
Yep. I'm not going to give them the nod. I feel like that's a pretty bad miss over there on the right. Result, though, very good.
See, I feel like that one, if that doesn't hit that limb,
That's good.
I think it
Yeah.
finds that. I think he's shaping it through that
I agree.
big gap.
I agree with that, yeah. But he also threw it like flat, like pulling it towards there. If you're coming out with hyzer, you're trying to go dead at it.
That was close.
I
wow.
think that was
Gosh.
so good.
So pretty.
To get a mid-range past this hole is difficult.
Is that a
plays
mid?
pretty far, yes.
Looked like a QMS.
Is that what that was? Good touch for the approach for Drew.
Just outside the circle. Needs it in a bad way. Gets it. That's one thing I love about Calvin. He could miss some shorties here and there, but all of a sudden he just makes the 40-footer. Like he just gets right back on the horse.
Absolutely. I mean, the guy's putting every hole.
Yep.
Come on.
Oh, first one we've seen.
Yeah.
Looked like it was a little bit windy there.
A little high, a little windy, yeah. But yeah, that just a bit too high to come in with that much steam.
Yeah.
I mean, it should stay.
Yeah.
I will say it should stay. And I also think we'll see at least 1 or 2 of those every tournament from Gannon Buhr. That's unfortunate.
That drive needs to turn into a birdie. Such class with that precision and got to execute.
But don't you guys think with his putt, it's like, obviously
he'll take those
no
odds.
one putt deserves to spit. But on the whole, zooming out a little, the style that he's chosen, while it is insanely effective, it's going to get a couple spits every week.
Yeah. I think you're going to give up a couple, but the bonus is you're going to make a bunch from deep,
Yeah, absolutely.
which everybody will take.
I'll trade him.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll trade him.
Oh my gosh.
I'll trade him that plus candy, sodas, Lego sets, whatever he needs.
Yep.
I think you might get him on the Lego sets.
Hole 12, par 3, 380. Don't go up the middle. Pick the pick the sides. Go left side, go right side. That's up to you. But the middle is not really available. I like the design because they do let you see the hole up the middle, sight the basket, sight the green, but nobody's throwing through there. You're playing a flex shot, backhand or forehand.
See if that can ignite. Well, Calvin's like, I'm
He's
going through
going
the middle.
middle.
Yeah, he's trying the middle.
I,
Not intentionally, but
yep.
went more through the middle than it did through the outside, and that will be a layup coming.
I was going to say it would be nice to see him get on a little streak. Gannon on a little par streak
Yeah.
here. This looks so perfect, though, to me.
This should probably end the par streak.
Yes.
And it should have even been closer. It kind of hit a pine cone right as it got down to the ground and slowed its skip down just a little bit. Still, he's going to make that putt for birdie.
There is an inside route here, and he hits it, looks like. Yep. That's
we
the one
saw that.
Gannon hit yesterday, I think.
Yeah, was it Gannon? Mm-hmm. Yeah, somebody hit that same one, Gannon. And that'll be a little hot putt coming for Drew, I imagine. He loves that distance.
Too heavy on the anhyzer here. Gonna give himself another look from deep, though.
Yeah, deep at the pin. Love to find one close. He's just been on such a long par streak.
I think it was you, Nate, who said, you or Jerm, who said that this course just gives you a lot of circle twos.
Yeah.
And so there's no surprise to me that Gannon is pulling away from the field. And I bet if we looked at the statistics, his circle two percentage is pretty dang high.
Yeah, right up near the top.
Here's Gibson from just outside the circle.
Count it.
Ooh.
Just over the rim.
You get a lot of those. 3-4 feet just outside the circle. Not many of these, though.
No.
Hard to spit out from that close.
We've seen him give it a good old college try, though.
Yeah,
before.
he's tried a few times.
That was a nice putt there, right above the rim. Randon's on a little par streak there. Not little anymore.
Not little.
Alden. Going with the roller, I'm guessing here. And a lovely angle at that.
Yeah,
Gets
it
the
is.
flip. Disappears. Now we get to go up there and see the result.
Nice example of a really flippy disc thrown just an absolutely normal backhand throw, but letting the disc do all the work. Pull it over into a roller, hit the gap perfectly, swing it right, great birdie.
Gannon has 0 C2 putts made this round, but round 1, 5 of 6, 83%. Oh boy.
Hole 13.
Oh boy.
Par 4, 885. The real issue is that mandatory. Left side of your screen, kind of hiding over there. There's the sign. Got to stay right of that. The mandatory has to be 530 feet from the
At
tee.
least.
Something like that. So getting to a place where you can access this basket in 2 shots is impossible for some people and incredibly difficult for the talented few that could do it.
Is this going to hold? No.
I don't think you like this, do you?
It's finishing on the bad side of the mandatory, but not past the line. So he'll be able to still progress forward.
That's not too bad. You could jump putt into a fine position.
Yeah, it really isn't too bad.
This is
A lot
really
of distance
wide.
off the tee is huge. It is moving quite a bit right.
Yeah.
It's okay. I really think he's only about 10 feet higher away from really getting that one exactly the way he wanted it.
Screamer.
Is it going to hold on Annie? No.
Wow, same spot almost.
Yeah, I mean, you can see Gannon's just a little bit past Calvin's there, and Calvin's shot looked really good.
How flippy is this?
It can't be the flippiest disc ever. And it's not.
This is going to be a couple interesting shots. I mean, these guys
Yeah.
are in sort of a weird location. I don't recall seeing anybody over there before. And we've got 3 of them.
I gotta share another Chandler story here.
Okay. Chandler on this hole. What did he do?
Sidearm flex somehow that got into what I thought was a pretty bad position, and then he threw one that hit the only tree on the way to the basket. Like he almost went all the way
What
home
kind of line are we talking about on the second one?
through the Mando
Forehand
stuff.
flat?
No, he did. He was like
Through the tree line.
through the tree line, like the middle, like taking on the
boy.
Mando.
Whoa.
It would have been an all-timer for playing us. I don't think a sidearm can get a birdie here.
Pretty special forehand player.
Yes, that's what I'm getting at.
So Randon just going forehand and not really even going forward, just pitching out sideways.
I like that because it's not far from
Yeah.
there. It's only about 320 from where he just threw it to, if that.
Don't need to necessarily make it forward.
Yeah, see, he's throwing putter in there and doing great things
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah,
Perfect.
that's awesome.
Very good. Couple die jobs right there in the bullseye. Very overstable, gets the skip. Not in the bullseye, padding those putting statistics.
Yeah, that's
That
smart.
no scorekeeper has ever put in as a circle 1 putt.
Yeah.
I've been looking at the stats, and they've got some of these woefully wrong. Like hole 4, when Donnie made that putt for eagle, they had him at 18 feet.
Oh, good.
And Gannon, who had a tap in from bullseye, they had him at 16 feet. There's just a 2-foot difference.
Did you see the action on that putt
Yeah,
right there?
Yeah, that was odd out of his hand.
It like shot up like there was wind.
It doesn't look like there's much there, but a couple of those low-hanging branches are moving a bit. But that was a weird
Wild,
one.
yeah.
That was really close to missing a gaffer.
I think that these guys are going to be very happy with the 4s that they're
Oh,
about to
for
take.
sure. Hardest hole on the course.
I don't understand how you could be. I mean, maybe if you just drove it so far, but I don't really understand how you could be like, man, a 4 here.
Give us the names, Jerm.
Yeah, who did it?
I don't want to tell you.
Oh,
I'd
fine.
like to know.
All right, fine. I'll tell you who birdied this one.
Here's the world champion.
Carter Aarons, Kyle Klein, and you Marweed.
Okay.
Hanging out with the other guys.
Great shot from Isaac.
Another little 8-piece McNugget coming in.
Yes, it is. And for a while there, Isaac and Ezra were tied, of course, at 10 under. But Isaac with a couple birdies late, and that's going to jump him up to a possible opportunity of playing on the lead card come the weekend.
And Ricky Wysocki slipping down to the very bottom of our board. Running into a little trouble on the back section.
Very easy to do. These holes in the back nine, this is one of the easiest birdies, and I don't buy the 435. I'm thinking
the
more.
T sign says 470.
I believe that. Okay, so 470 makes a lot more sense for this hole, and this is one of the easier holes to get. I mean, of the holes remaining, I think this is maybe hole 18.
Yeah, I would say 18 is a little easier, but neither is easy.
There's not any gimme birdies remaining.
So Gannon's got to try to find a way to take something off of this thing, if yesterday is any indication.
Got things spinning pretty. He does take a little bit off. He's probably just as short as he was long in round 1.
I like the Alden play. I like the roller here. And the Gibson play.
Gibson
And
had
I
it
like the way this
tapping
is looking.
Yeah, coming in with a lot of curl. Can
and
it
trying to
sneak?
avoid them all, and doesn't hit a single one.
Nice.
And that's a good place for him to land. He likes that little stepper from just outside the circle. Little hop putt he does. Very effective. Calvin trying to get a late turn. Doesn't get it. That's helpful right there, though.
Yeah, that thing was screaming still.
This is a shot shape I feel like Randon has. Something flippy that gets on the ante and rides.
It's trying.
Oh, man.
Oh, so close. He still would have been left with maybe nearly the same distance, just long and left.
He's been at this distance a lot today.
So many times, right?
That's his course.
It is. There's just always one more low ceiling or one more Douglas fir in the way, it seems like.
Almost. Oh, there's the wind. A lot of those from him, and he's like...
I think 3 or 4 misses from about that range so far this round for Gannon.
Yeah, 4 including the spit out. Or with the spit out included. Yeah. See, I like that spot for Drew right now.
Mm-hmm.
He could land at that spot every hole.
You love his chances.
Uh-huh. He's playing a really good, solid round.
He is. Yeah, he had those 2 kind of weird putts.
Yeah, back to back.
That missed, and then the last putt, very strange the way that one went in, but it did. And 2 of the last 3 holes, he's made nice little hot putts for birdie.
Yeah, I think we get in awe of what Gannon's doing and maybe scroll over the fact that 3 under right now, 4 under's dang good.
I just assumed from the beginning of the day, especially from the first scores that we were seeing was Gavin Babcock at 10 under, that this course was somehow going to be annihilated, which didn't seem to make sense to me. But man, look at Randon Latta right there. That's telling you what a lot of the field is doing, just finding a whole lot of par.
And he's holding on to 13th place right there with just 2 under.
Exactly. You know, a lot of times that many pars in a row, that's going to send you back 20, maybe more spots. Not out here, not through this mid to late section of the course.
Big par 4 out the gap, down the hill, 879 feet. OB green right there, OB long grass right here, and to the left of the basket. Very small green to land on, guarded by those firs on the right side. Got to go with that big turnover and then big hyzer if you want the birdie.
Oh, I want the birdie. That's what these guys are thinking.
So does he.
Whoa.
Bye.
Whoa. All the way onto the flat near the sidewalk.
That's a big guy.
It is not
That is
only,
so far.
It is so far. It is so good. You hardly ever see anyone with a flat run up there because they're so far right.
I just love how they make this gap look just enormous. And it's really
It's
not.
a very
it is.
daunting
It's
gap.
small. And the branches all reaching in for that turnover. They're waiting for that turnover, one would think. But yeah, it's incredible.
Well, I think the speed that they throw on allows them to kind of get out the gap and get past them.
Yeah, then turn.
Yep.
This one does not have that flip that it needs. And that hyzer's back. This is just
That's
in
go
par
zone.
territory.
Go zone for him.
Yeah, for sure.
Just kidding.
Green light. Send it. Send it.
Gosh. I didn't even know there was an OB line over there.
Do you think that AB could get there from there?
I don't want to say yes. I'm going to say no.
Okay.
I'm going to say he could, sure. But
Look
would
at
he
that.
try? I don't think so. Just as
I
far,
think-
maybe farther.
I think that in some ways that's even better. I think the angle is better for Donnie.
Yeah,
on
I
that
agree.
side.
Calvin just conceding, getting up into a good spot. That's just fine. That'll leave him about 330 to the pin.
Sounds about right.
And it's not, but that's not easy.
No.
Gannon having to power up with the upper body with the slow footwork. This is really high. It needs a lot of power.
What a shot.
Man, he is good.
Man, forget what I said about Circle 2. This guy is just out throwing everybody.
He's out throwing everyone.
Yes.
He did it from C2 in round 1, but now he's doing it in the more conventional, more reliable, predictable way.
Well, that's so impressive that he can beat you multiple ways. Like, oh, you want me to throw it better than you? I can do
Sure.
that. Oh, I'm having a bad round. That's fine. I make it from
I'll
everywhere.
make him too.
What do you want? A 430-foot forehand? Got one.
Yep.
Yeah. That's a new trick.
Randon, get under those, and I like the shape. Oh,
Oh, it
man.
draws a tiny bit of metal on the skip.
does
Did
he?
it?
Yeah,
All right,
100%.
All right, let's see. See, Mr. Metal Guy. Oh, a little kiss.
Little kiss.
I like that.
In the bullseye. That's going to end a 10-hole par streak for Donnie.
Let's see if Calvin can play the layup the correct way. Sure. Oh, well, I'm going to pump the brakes on that.
Keep you honest, par putt coming. And Drew would have loved to try that approach once again after that huge drive. Leaving that one out to the right, that's a frustrating par to take on such a difficult hole. That's how good that drive was.
I think Gannon with such
Yeah,
a big
center.
lead, it gives him green light here to really go after the pin. You know, I think Drew's in a position where you have to miss on the long side,
Sure.
and Gannon doesn't have to. You know, he
I
can
like that take.
he can just throw it out there and kind of go pin hunting. He mentioned that earlier. Like, the more birdies I get, the easier the course gets,
Yeah.
which is
Less
true.
pressure.
Yep.
And it's also wise behind his ears to say something like that. I don't think I would have ever put those thoughts together at the age of 18. Or is he 19 now?
Just freshly 19.
Freshly 19. Well, I guess maybe he's not wise behind his ears now. He's older.
Yeah. He's a teenager.
Barely. That's crazy to think.
Mm-hmm.
Back to Yona.
Call him Pop Pop. Because he's so old, the age of
33.
33.
Maybe? Yeah.
all the Finns over here are all so young. And then you got Pop Pop.
Showing him how it's done this time.
Well, this putt, huge. Get him to 13 under with a good opportunity to play on lead card on Saturday. What a round. What a 2-day stretch for Yona. 7 under followed by 6.
He can throw it.
So much power. His core strength is just up there with anyone, really.
That pretty much locks him for lead card tomorrow.
It'll be tough for him to come off the lead card
Yeah.
for sure.
This is a really fun hole, I think. 456, at least for these guys. I'm sure super fun. Little late flip down this tunnel right here, something that's coming left. That's at about 380. If you can do that, then just slide it on up for the easy bird. But that shot shape is pretty tough from way back there. Low ceiling, you're going to see maybe Calvin go for the hyzer on the right-hand side, but these other guys are just trying to throw something that gets that late turn. This is heavy on the turn, if you ask me. That's a great little redirect.
Wow.
Hey, add a little luck to it. And
What a kick.
You know, it hasn't had much luck today.
No.
And maybe a little bad luck with the spit out that he
Sure.
had, and maybe that just counters it right there. Maybe all is right with the world now. Pretty typical mistake from Randon there, coming up low.
This is not going to get the flip. He needs a little love. Doesn't get it.
Yeah, it just needed a fraction more turn.
Yep.
Just like 15 more RPM.
It's just such a tough flipping distance.
Calvin going that hyzer route, and that strikes tree early.
Oh,
Ooh, wow.
good hit. Sit. I think he's running those, and I like that. He needs to start running those. He needs to leave himself a lot of little 20-footers. Gain that confidence. You don't want to,
Oh, I see.
but you got to have the courage to go for those when you're on the lead card. Give him a little bid.
Gannon is still closer. You'll putt first, but I think if they went in proper order, I think Gannon would be the last to putt.
And that's close.
20 under now. He is at his course record
10.
score.
10
with
again.
2 to go. It's incredible. 1077 rated first round. What can he do in round 2? And let's just talk about this. Is a 10,000 plus foot course. You don't see 1077 rated rounds on courses that long. The points between strokes are just narrower.
7.
Yeah, it just compresses all
It
the
compresses
ratings.
all the ratings. So it's so difficult to get a high rating like that. I mean, this is effectively 1085 plus golf that we're seeing.
I mean, that's what's winning tournaments nowadays, though. Short, long. You gotta shoot so good.
It's intimidating.
Hole 17, par 3, 430 with the OB clearance late. You got to hit the gap, drift it right, get your height, get your speed, hopefully hit that hill on the short side like we saw from Uli. That'll keep you close. That'll give you that easier putt. If you clear the hill in the air, there's a golf green back there. Could find OB on the backside.
Yeah, that's the only thing I was worried about. Nate.
Just a little misrelease, came up short.
Yeah, going long. Oh, look at this, though.
That's
A
an
little
interesting.
chink in the armor.
A mistake.
Yeah, rare mistake. Did not get turned.
Is this going to hold?
Might ace.
Oh, this is so good. That's a fairway driver.
That's yucky good. That is so filthy.
Watch that again from here.
Gets it bent over on the perfect line early. Lets it slowly fade back. Bullseye.
How cool is Cole's shot?
So cool.
Oh,
It should have gone in.
just do it.
really
Just
should've.
stay in the basket. Oh. Whoa.
Oh. By the big tree, it looks
And it
like.
pops out in front of the porta potties.
Really?
Yeah.
Right in front of them.
Yeah, I saw it. Right next to him.
Oh.
Oh.
Through the last bit of high grass, Calvin Heimburg. Short birdie putt coming.
What is that is considered like,
That's a porta
and why I
potty.
couldn't
Yeah.
move it. 'Cause it's
That's
right in
the,
on
I think that's the Michael Jordan Dumpman logo.
so,
Just kick it over.
well, I just
No
don't
pun
know.
intended.
I've never thrown a shot.
No, that was a pun intended.
Oh.
I'm curious if that can't be moved, and this can't be moved. Okay.
This is shot number 2 for Drew Gibson.
There's going to be a lot of little comments about this position. Could you open the door, give yourself a little more room to swing?
I think absolutely. Absolutely.
That would be amazing.
That is absolutely among your options. Tough shot.
I've never seen that backdrop for someone in a Disc Golf Pro Tour event. It makes a pretty good effort there. Awkward lie, very poor follow through because of the close proximity.
Seems like I would think a 2-fingered sidearm there might be an option, but I don't see him throw a lot of those. Gannon. Just a little layup. Would love to see this go in. Such a scary
Yes,
putt.
what a confident delivery.
His putt is so low throughout.
Yeah.
Like just rising all the way in.
That's a confidence builder right there for Drew. Calvin gets the birdie, and he'll be grabbing a couple shots on the leader. Although, with the bogey coming for Gannon, Calvin is still 8 back, as is Randon, with a beautiful park job.
That's fun to watch, isn't it?
Set and power through.
Yeah.
It is a lot of fun to watch that.
Been fun watching Randon.
Happy for him,
today.
man.
Yeah. Good kid.
And if somehow Drew were able to bogey and Randon or Calvin birdie, then they would leapfrog Drew onto lead card. But as it stands right now, Drew is locked in for the lead card with a par or better going into the weekend.
You got to like his odds to make par on this hole.
Yes. It's a beautiful hole. I mean, the whole course is just gorgeous.
Can it beat those trees, or just go in front of them and slide? Yeah, that's great.
That's a great job. Yep. You get options on the second shot when your first shot does something like that.
Calvin also playing the hyzer. Oh, yes.
Look at that.
Okay. Calvin's so funny. He's just kind of playing around, and he's in fifth.
Yeah.
Just always.
Every week. If he's not winning.
Yeah. That's awesome. He is such a talented player.
A good shot for Drew. Would like to be on the other side of the firs, but he'll take that.
A little high. Gonna need some love.
Not a lot of ways through at that elevation.
Oh,
but
he finds a way.
it's a bit of love for sure. Carries through. Going to have a stand-up swing.
And he's by that right Mando. I'm guessing he's gonna want to play through there.
Whoa, this is really aggressive with the OB.
He don't care.
Whoa, what a shot.
Wow.
That is not
That's a
going to leave
bummer.
much.
That's a bummer. He's right in the mud, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think he'll be able to go standstill from
Okay.
there.
Yeah,
I think
that's
he's
probably
close enough that he doesn't need a run up.
250. This is a pretty aggressive play from Gannon. To try turnover through there, I mean, he throws it perfectly.
Yes, he
but
does.
Any misrelease and it comes out flat on accident,
Sure.
it can leak over to that left side OB.
Just makes tough shots look so routine.
Which this one is in danger, guys.
It's
Oh.
fully out of bounds. But that little force over for Gannon, that is a shot most people do not have the skill to keep it moving right all the way down to the ground where it just hits flat.
I think a lot of people can throw that shot in the field. It's just doing it right here with the danger left is
Sure.
so terrifying.
Yeah,
they
it's
don't have it on lock like that.
That's
Yes.
a big part of it. I mean, the pressure
Oh,
that
wow.
the pressure surrounding the error.
Yes.
Wow, that was... Randon hit a little leaf going through the fur there and still managed to give himself an outside look for the birdie even after the grounded second shot.
What a round.
10
Gonna
under.
do it. Gonna do 10 under
Back to
again. Sing a lone bogey, or this time.
Yep. Both rounds, lone bogey, lone eagle.
Wow. Wow.
Same number of birdies, same number of eagles, same number of pars, same number of bogeys.
Would have liked that to be a little closer, seeing him putt this round, but made a couple of really good jump putts.
Yeah,
So maybe the confidence is up.
I mean, especially after the putt he just drilled on 17. I think he's feeling good. And Calvin will finish with a par.
Yeah, Randon did get really far.
Just one bogey for Randon and back all the way to hole 2 with that unfortunate roll away. But other than that, a couple birdies, one eagle, good round. Not a great round, but a good round.
And
Drew, however, backs up his 8 under with a 6 under. Great. What were you going to say, Paul?
exactly what you said with Drew just kind of slowly shooting a really good round with a couple putting moves too.
Yeah.
Could have been actually a pretty tight race.
I mean, he's going to be the closest player to Gannon going into the final 2 rounds, and we are done with the West Course for the 2024 season. And 2 rounds at East coming up.
6-shot gap. then one down to Yona and another to the world champion Isaac Robinson. What a lead card we'll have there. Another gotta be first time appearance for Yona on a Elite Series lead card. So another first timer like Randon was today. That's going to be awesome to get to see him respond to that big moment and that big opportunity that's in front of him now.
Paul Ulibarri, the elder statesman, here at 9th place with a tie with a great 8 under round. Congratulations to you, buddy.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, a couple more of those and we're looking pretty good, right?
Absolutely.
It's just amazing how tight the race is once you eliminate Gannon Buhr from the top with that 6-shot lead he has in the field. It's exactly what you would expect here at Portland Open with the history that we've had. 2 playoffs, 2 one-shot victories.
I think there's 2 ways this can go. Gannon's going to win by 10 or more, or he's going to leak a little bit and we're going to see some really good rounds tomorrow and tighten this race back up.
Weather's going to be bad on Sunday. Tomorrow's round is going to be imperative to get yourself back into the mix.
Well, that's perfect situation. No lead safe when it's downpouring.
And it's going to be,
Yep.
it looks like, on Championship Sunday. So a lot to still play for here. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow with round 3 coverage from the Portland Open.
Thank you, Ace Skipwell from the Founders Club. You've got a cool name.